Good morning, everyone. I'd like to start off by thanking God for blessing us with such a beautiful day filled with so many beautiful people here to celebrate the hard-earned success of the legendary, brilliant, victorious class of 2025. We must also note and appreciate the hard work, attention, and investment of the entire Capital Technology University community who enabled this success. And that includes everybody here today, faculty and staff, trustees and alumni, advisors and donors, and let's not forget the critical employers of these graduates, whether current or soon to be. And on that note, how amazing is the Capital Commitment Employment Guarantee? That's actually very remarkable. A special shout out is also due to a few members of this extended community that have helped to enable my success as a CapTech Charger. And that includes President Brad Sims, Bill Butler, Alan Exner, Tracy Irish, Ian McAndrew, Diane Janisek, Rashid Mueller, the D'Souza's, and the late, great Gary Burke. That list would be incomplete without acknowledging the subtle yet persistent nudging of my wife, Christine, to help get me over the finish line in completing my CapTech degree. So a special round of applause, please, to all the very supportive family members. So I was invited to share some remarks with you, to talk about sunscreen or some such. If you don't get that reference, it's worth looking it up. So naturally, I was deeply honored by the invite and jumped at the opportunity. See, not only am I a proud alum, but I also care deeply about the grand strategic national interest that this university supports through its amazing work. And that's simply to ensure that we have enough folks throughout all facets of society who understand technology, from the fiber optic technician to the cyber strategist, from the K-12 educator teaching kids to code to the AI trainer trying to prevent Judgment Day from occurring, from those constructing the deep-sea internet cables to the designers of the satellites transporting our ones and zeros across the electromagnetic spectrum. Ladies and gentlemen, there's more than enough work to go around, and because of this amazing institution, you are well prepared to persist where others tire, innovate where others stagnate, see opportunity where others see obstacles, create the paths where others get lost, thrive where others falter. In short, you will find a way or you will make one. Not long ago, I was sitting in the same seat you are, literally, at the CapTech commencement ceremony under this very tent. And that's when I remember our university's motto really striking a chord and resonating with me. Translated from the Latin, I will either find a way or I will make one. It reminded me of the times throughout my life, with the help of many others, I lived that motto. From the mountains of Bavaria to the sandy shores by Silicon Valley, from the monsoons of the Middle East to the marbled steps of our capital, I remain inspired by those words, originally attributed to General Hannibal Barca of the Carthaginian army nearly 2 millennia ago. Despite the naysayers telling him he'd be unable to get his army across the Alps to attack Rome, he did it anyway, with his pack of huge war elephants. Needless to say, the Romans were caught off guard, and his boldness still echoes throughout the ages. And on the topic of military affairs, I'd like to thank my fellow veterans and those currently serving in uniform in the military of the United States for making the conscious choice to put your life on the line in defense of our nation, our loved ones, and our way of life. I've seen Capital Technology University go out of its way, repeatedly and meaningfully, to ensure that those who serve us are not only appreciated, but cherished. And we thank you for that. So this motto, our motto, I will either find a way or make one. It isn't just words on a banner or a line in a brochure. It's a mindset and a promise. It's a personal commitment that each of you already lives. You made it through these past few years, not because everything went smoothly, but because you didn't let it stop you when things got rough. You hacked, built, invented, broke it, fixed it, Googled it, and made it work. Maybe you did it from the Puente Library on this beautiful campus, which used to be a racetrack, or maybe you did it from the kitchen table with a rambunctious toddler demanding your attention. Either way, you didn't just find ways, you made them. Think back to your time here or elsewhere in your life when you encountered challenges. You didn't stop, you didn't crumble. You adapted, you collaborated, you asked for help. You taught yourself what no one else could teach you. You didn't just find a way, you made one. And in my opinion, that mindset of turning obstacles into opportunities is going to be your greatest asset in this very competitive world of ours. Because as you know, the world won't always be fair, it won't always be kind. It won't always roll out the red carpet for you just because you have this degree and big dreams and plans. But that's okay, because you're not waiting for the path to be laid out for you. You are the path makers. Some of you will go on to build technology that doesn't yet exist. Some of you will lead teams, companies, and perhaps even revolutions in the way we think, work, and live. Some of you will quietly and powerfully solve problems that no one else even noticed. And all of you, in your own way, will carry that fire forward. You'll encounter moments where it feels like the world is telling you no. No funding, no opportunity, no seat at the table. In those moments, just remember, I will find a way or I will make one. Build your own table, write your own rules, change the game entirely. You see, our society often celebrates people after they succeed. We love the headlines, such as startup CEO raises $100 million, engineer discovers breakthrough, inventor changes the world. But rarely do those headlines capture the moments of grit that came before. The long nights, the lonely failures, the relentless belief that somehow they would figure it out. Capital Tech students know that story well because you've lived it. In your own ways, you will fight and you will win. Maybe not immediately, but like the rest of us, I know you will persist and innovate until you do, making us all here in the Charger community proud of you. We as a community look forward to you channeling your inner Hannibal by finding a way or making one. Class of 2025, God bless you and thank you.